Alright guys, here we are. This is an advertisement, just give it a minute. Alright, here we are. This says Golden Freddy cutscene. Now, if I'm right, that is supposed to be the ending. Now, in order to get it, I heard you need to beat 4950 mode, or you have to unlock all the intermissions first. Alright, so here we go. Here it is. Ooh, scary music. Oh, it's sad. Golden Freddy. No, wait, that's Fnaf 1 Golden Freddy. You haven't seen him in a while. Oh, he's shaking. That's... Wait a minute. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, sorry. This is buffering a little. The heck? The Wi-Fi not connected? Oh, it got disconnected. Oh well, that was long enough for me to be able to get it. Okay, I need to see that one more time. We gotta see that one more time. Alright. We have seen Fnaf 1 Golden Freddy once, and that was in the Fnaf 1 game. However, this has been a while. It's been about almost 4 years since we've ever seen this guy. Like, that is just sad. It's, wow. Okay, so we need to comprehend on what that means. So, two things. One, we are most likely witnessing a spring lock failure, because if we know Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were spring lock suits. They were special suits designed to be an animatronic suit and a suit for someone to wear, 2 in 1. Now, funniest thing is that the Spring Bonnie suit was moved away because its spring locks was failing. And in the FNAF 3 teaser trailer, Springtrap was shaking, like a spring lock failure. And if we look right here, we can see right here Golden Freddy is shaking too. So most likely we're most likely witnessing someone dying in a spring lock suit, maybe. Just pointing that out. Or two, the story is almost over. People have been saying that FNAF Ultimate Custom Night is the end. Personally, I don't think it's the end. There's still one more pizzeria that we have never been to. Now, there's been fan-made versions of it, but we've never seen a pizzeria created in the hands of Scott, Fredbear's Family Diner. Yes, we've seen it from the FNAF 4 minigames, but we've never seen it as like a place where we're in, like we're a security guard working at Fredbear's. We've never seen that happen yet. That's what I want. I believe maybe Scott is making one more game. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe one more about Fredbear's. Because Fredbear's Family Diner is the only restaurant we have never seen yet. Maybe FNAF 3 was like the remains of it, like really old. Because the old restaurant was Fredbear's Family Diner. That was the first restaurant before Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And the scariest thing is that we've never seen Fredbear's yet. And Golden Freddy was the biggest mysterious character, because we've only seen him once. That model of Golden Freddy. And the funniest thing is that Golden Freddy looks almost like that jump scare I saw from earlier, except that Golden Freddy looked like the same design of Freddy from Ultimate Custom Night, except that Freddy was Fredbear. So we saw what Fredbear looked like created in the hands of Scott. It's just amazing that this ending is just... it's mind-blowing. Because FNAF is a really great game, but as you know, it's probably going to end up being one of those games that's probably going to be forgotten. But certain games like this deserves to never be forgotten. Because this game is almost like a build-off of Chuck E. Cheese, but it's like taken into a turn into horror. Because this is a fun game. Good game franchise. Bought all of them, played all of them, except FNAF World. I would die to play that. Except it's not on Steam. Well, it was when it was first released, but then it was removed for problems. It's just amazing. I want to see that again. Because just look at it. This is Golden Freddy shaking, but the funniest thing is that the third thing, I just remembered that Golden Freddy was possessed by the crying child in FNAF 4, because Golden Freddy and Fredbear are both the same, because they're both yellow bears. Yeah, I don't care about that stuff. So, like, the scariest thing is that, most likely, because the crying child had a birthday, and because in FNAF 4, the crying child had a birthday, and he died on his birthday because of the 4 bullies that were wearing those masks. So most likely, I think people have been saying that those 4 bullies were the kids that died. So most likely, the crying child that's possessed Fredbear / Golden Freddy still not put at rest. But the funniest thing is that if he's not put at rest, because he should have, because in the FNAF 3 Happiest Day minigame, it showed the crying child that possessed Golden Freddy / Fredbear. We'll just call him Golden Freddy because both of them are the same, but you get what I'm saying. So, Golden Freddy, the kid that possessed Golden Freddy, had his own birthday, and the kids wanted to apologize for what they did. But people, because in the game it showed all the kids, including the puppet, were put at rest. And that's like the scariest thing, because they were put at rest, especially Golden Freddy, and the balloons represented them moving on. But this cutscene right here could most likely prove that the kid didn't really move on, and he's like still out for blood, and he's still furious for what happened, and he wants people to suffer the way he did. Because he was always mistreated, he was always picked on by his brother. So this can mostly prove that he is still mad and he's still angry. It's just sad. Because if this is really how it ends, then this most likely either proves that Golden Freddy is forever trapped in his own hell, and he's probably just, he's probably just never going to be put at rest. And if this is how it ends, I'm going to be disappointed. But it's just scary, because the game theorist said that the crying child was the purple guy, and I'm like, dude, really? I can admit that theory was not bad, but the only way for us to know the story itself is if Scott finally speaks up and says it all. Because let's face it, he can't keep that story to himself forever. He's got to say it. And I think the game theorist got part of the story right. Because I think even Scott admitted to the game theorist that one of his theory videos was actually correct. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I just wish the full FNAF story was finally figured out, put together, and everything would be fine. Because this video just makes me want to watch it a lot, and it leaves me with 3 questions. Is this a Springlock victim? Is the game really over? Is this going to show that we're going to witness Fredbear's Family Diner in the FNAF era, as in like we're going to be as a night guard, or is the child possessing Golden Freddy still out for blood? And like I said, if you want to get this ending, you gotta unlock all the intermissions, and I think you gotta beat 4950 mode. Like, you need to get 49 characters in Ultimate Custom Night at 20. It's just, like, oh my god. Just, I'm sorry that I'm playing this a lot. It's just, I'm just, like, basically speechless almost. Even if I did say a lot, I'm basically, like, lost in thoughts with this cutscene. So this can prove that most likely either the game is over or Scott is almost done. Because this has to mean something other than showing that it's just that the kid possessed Golden Freddy's is going to never be put at rest, and that's just it. I just hope it doesn't end, because the game has to end with a happy ending. Because, like, I want to point one thing out. Because, oops. Because if you guys remember, when Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the first teaser image of it said the final chapter, it was supposed to be the final chapter. It was supposed to be. And and that was like on the first year when the game was like, start selling out like crazy. Before like plushes and toys were made. And all of a sudden, people still couldn't figure out the story, Scott had no choice but to make Sister Location, Fnaf World, Fnaf 6, and Ultimate Custom Night with 3 books. I've never read them because, to be honest, I don't really want to be lost in more thoughts about FNAF. I mean, I don't mind reading. I like reading. I just don't want to read FNAF books. The FNAF Survival Log book I might buy, but I don't know. I'm almost broke because I spent about $280 on a limited edition Gears of War edition Xbox One. It's supposed to be $500, but it was used, so it's $280. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cheap. It may sound like it's a lot, but it's better than spending $500. So apparently right now I'm trying not to buy anything else, hopefully. So it's just sad, to be honest. I've been talking a lot, so it's already been 11 minutes. It's going to be at the 12th minute. It's 11:13. Eventually got to go to work. I'm just speechless, because this ending right here is just it's just amazing. Just amazing that Scott most likely still isn't over after so much time, and I bet he worked his butt off for Ultimate Custom Night. He's worked hard, so the least we can do is give him a big old thank you for everything. And for a man like Scott, games have to have everything. As we all know, everything has to end eventually, because Scott can't keep that story, this little personal story about FNAF, to himself forever. So I just kind of wish we would understand, we would finally know the story instead of figuring it out for ourselves, because we've been figuring out the FNAF story for a long time. Even if it's been like 4 years, it's actually been a while. Let's watch that one more time. Wait a minute. Ooh, just thought of something. Old Man Consequences, that little mini game that I played, where he said, "Leave the demon to his demons, rest your own soul," etc. That made me just realize that maybe the 8-bit Freddy that we play as in that little cutscene is Golden Freddy. Talking to Old Man, and Old Man Consequences could most likely represent maybe the link between possibly heaven and hell or something like that. Like, he's telling Golden Freddy, because this shows that Golden Freddy is not at rest, because he's possessed by the crying child from FNAF 4. And Old Man Consequences was telling him that in order for him to be put at rest, he needs to put himself at rest. Because it seems no matter what anybody does, he'll still not be put at rest. So it would explain what this cutscene means. It means Golden Freddy isn't put at rest. And in order to put himself at rest, he needs to for him to be put at rest, he has to put himself to rest. That's just scary. Because, I mean, look at him. He's like, I can't believe I'm watching this for like the 5th or 6th time. It's just, this video just makes me want to watch it for hours and hours. Because the music for it's just beautiful. It's just kind of sad. Yeah, yes, it's sad. But this could either show, like I said, 2 things. Or 3. 1, the game's finally over. 2, or actually the first one was, we're witnessing a Springlock victim. 2, Scott's probably going to make one more game that's going to take place in the very beginning, because as we know, Fredbear's took place before Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, so most likely we'll be playing as a night guard in Fredbear's Family Diner, and we get to finally see how it looks from Scott's perspective, because people have been making a lot of versions of Fredbear's Family Diner from their perspective, but we need to see it from Scott's perspective, so we can finally get a feel of the entire story, because that's still a hole in the FNAF timeline that still hasn't been solved. Whoops, sorry about the noise. And the third is that the child possessing Golden Freddy will never be put at rest, and that's just kind of sad. Like, imagine you were trapped in this suit with nothing but feelings of sadness and anger for all of time. Like, you just be like this forever. I've been rambling a lot. I'm sorry. It's just, it seems now almost everything is solved, but we still got a few more questions left about this. I already said them. I don't need to say them again, but you know what they are. And watch as Golden Freddy fades away in the darkness. Wow. It's a lot to take on. It is a lot. I think I believe this is it for the video. Thank you so much. You guys have been wanting the sequel to this, and here you go. I'm just confused. It's kind of hard to say how I feel right now about this. I don't know whether to feel satisfied that it's finally ended, or if it hasn't ended, because FNAF is a great game. I just kind of wish it didn't end, but as you know, everything has to come to an end eventually. But it seems that that's a little, because that scene shows that maybe it's over or not, but if it wasn't, then it would kind of be nice if we can get something else. Oh, but I've got one more question. If Scott is done with FNAF, then what other type of game is he going to make? Is it going to be FNAF? It's probably not going to be FNAF related, but what else could he make? Because of like his other games that were not that good, because of those games he made FNAF, and that's how the whole franchise was brought to life. People went nuts over it. But the biggest thing is that what's Scott's next move if FNAF is over? Like, what other type of games could he make? It's just amazing. I just think that's it. I think that's everything for this video. So I believe that's it. Thank you guys for watching this, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more Ultimate Custom Night. I think that cutscene just most likely just left me in questions and answers for the game franchise. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. And the music song that I was going to make, it will take a lot of time and effort. There's lots of songs I love, and I'll tell you, it is going to be a popular game-related song. However, I'm not sure which to choose from. I might do more than one, because there's a lot of them to choose from. That's my favorite. So eventually I will get to it, and eventually I will tell you what it is, or you'll see the uploaded video of it. So thank you so much for your time and for watching this, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.